Hello, my name is Julika Pettigrew. I'm an architect turned abstract artist, and I'm recording this on September 16th, 2024. I'm based in London, UK, where I have been living for nearly 20 years, but I was actually born in Germany. I grew up in a village surrounded by fields and woods, and I have been creative from a very early age, starting with conker people, making furniture and sewing clothes for my Barbie doll. I was always making something. It was a very sheltered and peaceful upbringing. My parents enrolled me in extracurricular art classes from a young age. It was all very slow-paced and also quite single cultural. For my A-levels at school, I had to choose two main subjects, and I went for the combination maths and art. I was the only one, and it was considered very unusual. But with a physicist and a musician teacher's parents, it was maybe not such a surprise. And I loved the balance between structure and creativity, and it turned out that it was perfect for the direction I was going to take at uni, interior architecture. My biggest influences I would consider firstly the architect Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, a pioneer of modern minimalist architecture who coined the aphorism less is more. I often approach the composition of a painting like the layout of a floor plan. Secondly, my work is influenced by nature, landscape, plants and light. I am very much drawn to a palette of greens and blues and greys. My childhood home is still my happy place. After I finished my uni course, I moved to London to start work in a firm of architects and designers. I loved creating spaces for people to learn and work in. My favourite part was choosing colours, textures and materials for interior finishes. After my first child was born, though, I ended up giving up work. Before the pandemic, aspects like flexibility and working from home were very difficult to accommodate for offices. My second child has now started school, so I have had the chance to pick up painting again more seriously. It has only been a few months, really, but I love having art in my life more these days. Currently, I'm focusing on injecting my colour palettes with some autumnal red tones, and I'm always working on creating layers and depth with my mark making. The biggest challenge as an artist, I find for me personally, is having too many painting ideas in my head at the same time. So while I am working on a few pieces simultaneously, finding clarity is a challenging process sometimes. The advice I would give to my younger self: you are good enough. Also, meditate and use breathwork to find your limiting beliefs and your true self. Then the best and most authentic art happens as well. I would say the most unconventional techniques happen when I raid the kitchen for utensils and pieces of recycling for my mark making. I think fruit nets, foam rolls, potato masher, and so on. Mainly though, I paint with the self-made scrapers I cut from polycarbonate sheets 20 years ago at uni. Back then, that was before computer-aided design. We had to hand paint interior perspective views of our design proposals. I love these scrapers because you can apply paint really thickly and textured, especially if my custom mix paints have dried out a little and have become thicker in their pots. In terms of background noise while I'm working, I am happy to have silence slash faint noises from my environment and neighbours, but I also enjoy listening to podcasts. My favourite one currently is Nicholas Wilton's Art to Life podcast. I love his approach to art and life. The best reaction someone has had to my art was, "It makes me happy looking at it." I believe that's the best thing people can take away from it. Otherwise, I would hope that viewers feel drawn into the details of my art and feel a sense of balance and peace. I would like to thank Stan for reaching out and inviting me to do this interview. And for everyone who has made it this far, thanks for listening. Do stop by on my Instagram profile, Julika_Pettigrew. I love interacting with other artists and everyone interested in art, so I hope to see you there. Bye!